Hello, everyone, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend, come join us in the live chat and in the comments section. Okay, Match Me Abroad, Season 1, Episode 4, Catch Me a Catch. This was a cute little episode, except for one person for me. But I had no problem with anybody else.
Yeah, same.
Who do you want to talk about first?
Oh, let's start with what's his name? Harold? Is it Harold?
Yeah, Harold.
Harold and Katarina. Like I said, I like Katarina a lot.
Mhm.
And the way she delivered the feedback to Harold,
Mhm.
I'm not sure, not awareness, but she cares about everyone's feelings involved, and she cares about her clients. That she wasn't as rude to him about she wasn't as rude to him as Teresa was, and I like the fact that
Mhm.
she actually explained it to him, and she understands. She's like, I need to find someone who's on his intellectual level. So she kind of peeped that out. So she made it so it wasn't all his fault,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I appreciate that about her.
Yeah. I mean, and she was firm yet kind when she was explaining to him that he need a makeover. In order to get a girl in Prague, he gonna have to do something other than what he doing. And I thought she was very kind to say if he just came from Hawaii, because that outfit was it left a lot to be desired. And he still had to sneak in those little suspenders. um I didn't realize there was a difference in Harold's approach as opposed to his walking away. He looks a lot worse from the back than he does from the front. But he's cute, he's charming, he's very naive.
Hmm.
But when they did the makeover, and it's amazing what clothes can do for a person, and their personality and their confidence. When he put on that little a plain white shirt, pair of trousers, and the little sunglasses, he was standing up taller.
He was like his whole demeanor changed. Like he looked so much better, and the clothes were
Mhm.
just basic put together. That it was nothing
Yeah.
super special, but it
Mhm.
like it just changed him. It's weird to say that. It was
Yep.
he looked fantastic.
Yes. Yes. He
And
it was this segment with him, I was happy to see.
you know what it is? I bet you he wasn't confident enough to wear clothes like that.
Or somebody didn't.
No,
I think they she guided him, and she gave him a
right.
goal, because he was like, I'll wear it if it gets me somebody that I like. He needs an incentive in order to do it. Otherwise,
Mhm.
he's going to stick to what's comfortable for him. So
Right.
Ryan says, "Hi Ryan, hi Sunway." So Ryan likes Katarina. We do too. She used a lot of tact in this episode. Yeah. Yeah. But she was firm. She was like, "Look, you want to get this end result? This is what we got to do to get there." And she wasn't like disparaging his clothes, but she framed it as like, if you want to get a girl from here, this is what they're going to be expecting.
Right.
And Ryan was like, I'm glad he was open to the makeover and he knew he looked nice in the new clothes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And somebody says maybe his mother buys his clothes. I think she gave him the freedom to choose what he wanted, and this is how he chose to express himself, because he's like an artist, isn't he? Like
Mhm.
he draws and
Yeah.
he got rocks and stuff like that. So this is a form of expression for him.
Right.
It might not be appealing to everybody, but to him, he likes it. Ryan says, I think he's never been styled before. He knows he's quirky, and that's what he stuck with. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was what was comfortable. Anything else with him? She's setting him up on another date? A nerdy girl or something?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we're good. I think we're good.
Did we see her? Or we just saw.
I think it's a pre. I think it was the preview, but I don't recall seeing her.
Okay, so he had two segments. One where Katerina sat him down, told him about the makeover, told him about the feedback that she got from Teresa, that pig. And she got his feedback. They seem to be very different. But I think Ryan left us a comment in our comment section saying that Teresa had no business to be that mean since she didn't look that great. Um, Teresa, find somebody else. We're gonna find a nice gal for Harold. And then he did the makeover, and that was it. Who's next?
Who is
You want to do
next?
Natalie?
Yeah. Okay. Sweet girl, nice girl, but her whole I don't know how to be sexy. I don't know about it's getting on my nerves. I'm like the like for okay. I'll put it this way. For me, the way she's coming across, this is all for show. Because had you
Mm-hmm.
been off the camera, you would have been sitting on his face.
I agree. I agree because let's. I hate to do this. She doesn't know how to be sexy, but she does dress to me very sexy. Like
Yeah,
her clothes are like it gives her an air of innocence, but it's a little revealing. It's the perfect blend. It really is. Well, except for the shoes. Those shoes were horrible. But I wonder if she is putting on these airs cuz people in her family will watch. Because let's talk about this. Okay, she says she doesn't know how to be sexy, she doesn't know how to do this, that, and the other, the third, but she know how to invite a man back to her hotel room the first night she met him
right.
and take him up to the pool deck and ask him to strip down and jump in. She know how to do that though. Sounds like a woman who travels a lot alone on business and gets a freak on while she's doing it. All right, girl, you are 25. This is when you should be doing it. There is nothing wrong with it. But don't lie to us and say you don't know how to do it.
But you got him back to your hotel. That's the whole thing. You brought him back to the hotel. I'm like, huh?
That's right.
Oh, like no. Be
That's
yourself.
right. And her, like he said, favorite, and she said fiber. I
Right.
was irritated with her constant misunderstanding of what Mr. Stewart is saying. Because if I could get it and I'm ignorant, you are smart. You could have gotten it. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what y'all saying in the comments. Hold on. I'm trying to flip back and forth, y'all. Um okay. All right. Ryan says, I thought Natalie was supposed to be a party girl. Maybe she's aware she's on TV and doesn't want to embarrass her parents. Maybe. That's a good point. Susan says, hi, everyone. Hi, Susan. Ryan says, Stewart was cute, but I wanted more bass in his voice. Let me tell you what I wanted with Stewart. I wanted nipple rings and I wanted better teeth. That's what I wanted. And I wanted to see the front after he got out of the pool.
He's so crazy.
That's what I wanted with Stewart. All right, basics. Um, so yeah, it was okay. It was okay. She's gonna grind on my nerves though.
Oh, for sure. She's not to me. She's not being her true self.
Yeah,
You can't be stuck.
but
You
that
can't be. You can't keep having your mama in your head. Otherwise, you'll never get anywhere. That's the reason why you got a matchmaker is to get your mother out of your head.
but I think what Ryan alluded to, I think she has a lot of cultural walls up, like expectations from her mother, her
Hmm.
father. Like she's at a marrying age. I wonder if she's running from that.
Could be.
But she's diminishing her value on the marriage mart for their culture. She better hope she could find somebody outside of that, especially after being on this show. Mm. And they had to blur out her crutch. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, who's next?
Okay, so Juan only had one this week.
Mm-hmm.
Katarina, we haven't met her second person yet, right?
Mm-mm.
We haven't met him yet. So I guess all we have left is
And we got the
Nina's
two with
people.
Nina, Stanika and
Yeah,
Mark.
yeah. Let's start with Stanika.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was
Okay.
hilarious. I do like Stanika. Um, Again,
Mm-hmm.
an American in Morocco, you need to kind of adjust your thinking. And this is what we talked about last week about not doing your research on the cultures before you go there. This is from what I understand and people I know in the culture, this can happen sometimes where you might meet the family on the first date, just depending on where you are.
Mm-hmm.
It can
Mm-hmm.
happen, and it's normal. And she got a little bit tiffy, upset when they asked her like, well, like you've never had a relationship or a successful relationship. I'm paraphrasing. Maybe the problem is you. Did you ever think of that? I'm like, well, I mean, as an adult, hearing that question should not offend you.
I wouldn't want to hear that. Not the first time I'm meeting you.
But
Don't
like I
place
said,
no judgment on me the first time you meeting me, because you don't know me and I don't know you, and I will get ignorant.
ignorant. I mean, I get it. Like I said, this is just me
That was
thinking.
judgy as fuck.
It was, but I'm not surprised though. I'm sorry, based on the Moroccan people I've met in my
Mm-hmm.
life, this is not out of the norm. I've
No,
seen
it isn't.
worse.
That's look, I dated a Muslim. I did.
You know.
I know. That's why I fed his ass pork.
Well, he made you
Okay.
mad too, though. But anyway,
But here's the thing though. Um, I would get away from him as quickly as possible because Nina did like a 180 from the most open Moroccan man ever to the traditional.
right,
And I didn't like how he was talking to his mama neither.
right.
He took her down the street and told her, go home. Don't be, I told you not to come up in here. But even the translator was a little dumbfounded. She's like, I don't even know how to translate what's going on here.
It's like, oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even Salah. And like to me, was it me or did they say that they just bum rushed them? Like
They did
they
because
were
they were
sitting
like,
there, right?
oh, they wanted to come and take a look at the person who was going to take their child to America.
Right.
The brother seemed like a yes. Where did they get that brother from? Whose child is he? Mom. But no, I have warning bells with Salah. I have warning bells with him. He seems a little too judgmental. I got the feeling that I wonder if they show them pictures because I'm wondering if she wasn't what he expected.
Right.
So, good like I know she's putting all of her eggs in one basket from date 1. Um, but I think she needs a couple more dates. I
Right.
think she needs to experience like get used to interacting with the opposite sex in Morocco where it's safe. Hopefully nobody won't attack her or something like that. But like and then come back to the States and then start dating. Cuz I don't think I don't think Morocco is the place to find a man for her. I think she needs somebody who will cultivate her and allow her to be the best her possible. And I don't think someone in Morocco can do that. Maybe the guy, the first guy, the tour guide, I can't remember his name. I don't think I
Nordine.
ever knew his name. Whatever, what you said. Um, Maybe him. But I don't know why I'm getting like some gay vibes from him. Ah, never mind. Maybe that's me just trying to be optimistic at getting a better storyline. But yeah, I think she could do with two more dates and then go back on a date with the first guy and then come back to America and start dating men here. That's what I think. And who's next?
Oh,
Um
the one I
yeah.
don't like.
Last but not least, this douchebag. Oh my god. I said it last week. This man is a sex tourist. Um who is dumber than dirt because he didn't do his homework. He gets a warning from the innkeeper about the laws in their country. And the first thing he does when he sees Nina is break three of those laws. And he doesn't care. Someone should give these people episodes of Locked Up Abroad before going on these shows. Just saying. I don't like him. His attitude is awful, and him going over there. Like, are you looking for a business partner or are you looking for a spouse? He wants somebody to pay 50% of the rent. Boy, if you don't get out of here, if you
Right.
don't get all the way out of here, he ain't worth paying 50% of the rent.
But I love Nina got him together. He's like, well, in America, blah blah blah. She's like, well, you're not. We're not in America. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, get him, Nina, get him.
No, deport him. Deport him. I think that might be on one of my thumbnails moving forward with him. Deport him. Like if he got arrested, I just wouldn't even care at this point.
Ryan said,
Mm.
does Mark not even understand how the K1 visa works? He thinks whoever he brings over here is going to work immediately instead of at least 18 months. Exactly.
Well, not only that, does he think that they're going to pay for their K1 visa process? He got to fork out
Right?
that money.
Mm-hmm. And
This makes no sense to
and does he
me.
not understand like he's financially if he brings whoever he brings over, he is financially responsible for them for up to 10 years? I
Isn't it more? Didn't Trump say forever?
I think
Didn't he?
Trump said forever. I'm not sure if it passed, but Trump was like forever.
Forever, ever. He is
So
very entitled.
entitled.
Very entitled. Like I was telling Jamal when we were talking about this privately, I was like, if he were to get arrested, he'd be like, "No, I'm an American," and that's why I like to have two passports. I do, just in case, if
Something arises. I understand.
worst case scenario, hijackers. I'm gonna be last to be executed. While all the Americans are getting like knifed in the back or shot up against the wall, I'm gonna be serving coffee and tea. I'm gonna be last because don't nobody know where Barbados is.
I can't stand you.
Look, if you have an advantage, you should always take advantage of it.
I agree. Let me have some dual citizenship. I will. Some cases I would be Dominican so quick.
For real.
I mean,
Habla English, habla Espanol. I don't
I'm
know.
just saying. But he's just a whole mess, and Nina has him pegged so clearly. And
Mm-hmm.
he, thank you, Ryan.
Yep.
But to his credit, though, he said 24 is on the younger side. But well, you're the matchmaker, so he understands that 24 is a tad young.
Right, but here's the thing. I think that's what he asked for. I think that's what he asked for because all these matchmakers are giving you what you want up front, right?
How
He
much you
just
want to
don't want
bet?
nobody to know that's what he want because
How
he wants
much?
somebody under his thumb.
Okay, let me put Devin that you said that. How about you when they had because you they probably had to fill out some questionnaire so the matchmaker knows. What you want to bet? He put age range 21 to 30, 35. Bet you the
He
bet you the
didn't go
minimum
as high as
age.
35 cuz your titties start dropping at 30. Nope. He put 20, he put 20 and 29. He
Mm-hmm.
put 20 and 29. He wanted fresh, perky and tight.
Okay, and I'm gonna say this, and this I'm just going off of first impressions. I could be wrong, but
Yes, Ryan.
him saying like he wants someone financially like independent.
Mhm.
His personality and what he says does not give me that kind of vibe that he will be okay with that.
But here's
Even
the thing.
even though he said like his last relationship, he broke it off. The serious one, he broke it off because he felt like the person was using him for money. He doesn't want to pay for everything, but the way he comes across as very controlling as someone who could be financially abusive.
But here's the thing though, if you that successful in your career, what you worrying so much about money for? I- he's very contradictory to me. Like it's
See,
not
see,
adding
that's what
up.
it is. But
It's
here's the
not
thing:
added something. We gonna find out he living in his fucking car too, 6 months down the road.
I don't understand how he wants like. Why is he picking a culture that's so traditional? It makes no sense.
But I'm also questioning his intelligence as well because I thought he was at least had a college education or something like that. He's a broadcaster, like a sports broadcaster or
Right.
something like that. Don't they do research to in
Well,
order to broadcast?
no, the research team doesn't.
Right, but you still have to sound like like he's coming off real fucking stupid. I've never
Ryan,
watched him anywhere.
Ryan, let's put this up for the people.
It's always
Y'all,
the broke ones
Ryan
that
said
what.
this. Y'all, I'm just gonna sit here and agree with it, but Ryan said it.
Mm. Yeah, it's just not meshing together for me. It's not making sense. Help me, because I'm getting up there. I'm getting old. I'm not from here. I was raised differently. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. As for somebody with an established career, an education, um, seem to be well traveled, he's just coming across real stupid to me. But okay. We gonna go with it for now, TLC. What do they check like background checks to see if there's like oh never mind. I don't
Don't
care.
even ask that because they let Jeffrey Paschal on the show next.
Oh God. Anywho, that was yeah, there was just four of them on there this week.
Yeah,
He like watch I could not watch his scenes. He was I got to the part where he was hugging Nina and I was just like, I'm so over him. I just started doing other stuff. He's irritating me. He really was. I enjoyed Harold's segments this week, but Mark
mm-hmm.
pissed me off.
Exactly.
Um, we still have yet to meet another girl. There's a girl that's Katarina is going to be matching, and we have one more guy. Is it
Right.
Michelle and Chad?
That's why I thought it was Chad.
Is it Michelle or
Chad.
Jennifer?
I think it's I know I think the guy's name is Chad, but the other lady I haven't really paid attention to her because she's not on the show yet.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you now. Where's she at? Michelle. Michelle is going to be with Katarina, and Chad is going with who? Hold on. Let me see if I can find him. I have no idea who Chad is going with. Oh dear. Well, we'll figure it out. But Chad's the one that's been engaged 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof. That should be interesting. And I noticed that Susan has dropped off the face of the planet.
She's back next week.
She got her a little youngin next week. Ain't she with that? Never mind. We're gonna see her next week. I'm sure she's gonna irritate the snot out of me. Juan is gonna give her what she need, not what she want. So this
Right.
should end well.
Exactly.
All right, y'all. This was Match Me Abroad season 1, episode 4. Um, hold on. Let's see. Uh, a country boy in Colombia. That's Chad. So I guess he's going with Juan.
Right.
Interesting. Chad's from Tennessee, I think it is, if I remember correctly, and 3 broken engagements. And you're going for a Latina? Good luck to you, dude. Good luck. Um, Sunway asks, have you watched Sunny Happy People Duggar Family Secrets documentary series? I got through episode 1 and it's not what I expected. Like, that's a whole smackdown of a religion. That's and then they started talking with Jill regarding her brother's activities with his sisters that got him in trouble. And I felt bad for her. I felt like what that was a lot. And I only got through episode 1. That was a lot. Jamal, did you take a peep at it?
Oh no, I plan on binging that this weekend. I want to watch it. I
Ah.
need to watch it because Katie Joy like is doing some videos about she met
Mm.
basically she's salty because Amazon dropped her from being
What do
a
you
part of it.
Oh, she was supposed to be in it?
She was supposed to like be one of the contributing sources, I guess, because she like basically her whole channel is sister wives and Duggars, like primarily
Mhm.
Duggars. She stalks, I mean, reports on them people like no other. And she did a
Mm.
video about like how she like basically she's salty because they didn't include her in the docu series, so she mad about that. Ryan says it was so funny.
Mm.
Tanika said Salah had tiny pants. His brother had on a tiny jacket.
They did not impress me. That
No.
whole family dynamic was kind of scary. The way how Salah spoke to his mother is indicative of how he gonna speak to you.
Yep.
Um, I was done with him. Honestly, you could stay there
Oh,
in your family restaurant.
I was also surprised that Tanika was wearing shorts to the date. I guess she's American, so it's like I think so. To be completely honest.
Um, I've been commenting about her outfits. I don't understand why she was wearing that. None of her outfits have been appropriate. None. Mm, yeah, she goes on the motorcycle next week with him. I guess she is giving like she's opening herself up to the experiences, and I commend her for that considering that she has limited experience with dating. Um but I don't think Salah should be a good contender for her. Like I don't think he should make final cut at all. Mm. Anywho. All right, y'all. That was the shizzle for today. Tomorrow we're doing You, Me, and My Ex. I have to rewatch that because I didn't do a good job the first time around. I started doing stuff and lost track. So I have to rewatch it. But join us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. Bring your notes and we'll talk about You, Me, and My Ex. Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we're good to go.
All right, let me take this down. All right, y'all. Until next time, thank you for joining us.
Yep.
Talk to you later. Bye.